Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Mooney here, and today we're gonna do player tips episode 1. And as you can see, it's about Manuel Neuer, or Neuer, and he's a 6'4" goalkeeper. That's probably the most you can get from that, and that is the preferred formation of the card I bought. This is the 86 version, and you can see his stats there. And the 86 version, out of all the keepers that we're going to analyse today, has the best kicking of 90. I'm also going to analyse Adler at the end because he's only one card, and I think he'd be good to compare. Now, if you're going to compare anything, it'd be the 86 version to the 87 version. And if you're going to buy the 86 version, I'd probably say between 5 and 8k coins, or 8 grand coins, because that's usually the roundabout. As you saw earlier, I bought him for 7.5. So now we're moving on to the 85 version, who I'd compare to Adler. Now, overall, the kicking compared to Adler is better, and that's the only thing. So if you're going to buy an early keeper, the first keeper you buy for your gym team, if you've got the money, buy Adler. He's a cheap keeper. But this 85 version, if you were going to get him just for the kicking, because kicking could be a big part of your game, about 1 to 5k, that's the average price I would say that you could get him for. I can't remember how much I got him for. I did sell him, so I'm just showing you the stats here. Now the second one is the 87 one. Now this is what I would compare to the 86, and if you've got the money, I would recommend getting the 87 version, but the 86 is just as good. As I've said, the 86 is the best kicking out of all of them at 90, and the stats, if you compare them, aren't that close together. But if you were going to get the 87 version, it's a 75 to 85 grand, or 85k coins, and that's a lot. So I would recommend get the 86 version overall, but if you got the money, the 87. Now the 88 is the best out of them all. Got the best handling, the best reflexes, the best acceleration, and the best positioning. Now if you did have the money, this would be the one to go for. But obviously he's going to be very pricey at 150k to 180k. Now remember, guys, this is just for the PlayStation. So if you were going to buy this keeper, or you had the money to, get Neuer at 88. But again, as I said, he's a pricey keeper. Overall, between the different cards for Neuer and just this section of the video, it's just going to be a bit about gameplay, just show you what he's about and stuff. You may see a few goals from what he's done, like a save he's made or something, but overall, the keeper that I would recommend for you guys to get out of all of these, starting out, will be Adler, and you're going to see a stat at the end of the video and a few bits of gameplays after, and I'll explain them more. Adler will be the first keeper you get. Now I'll just go over his stats briefly. He's got the best diving out of all of them, including the 88 Neuer. Now that's pretty good for only an 84 rank keeper. Got 91 diving, 83 handling, 65 kicking, which is really bad. And if you do get him on a bad angle from kicking the ball, it can be a bit bad for your team. He's got 90 reflexes, 52 acceleration, and 81 positioning. Now that is better in every respect but the kicking to Neuer at 85. So if you were going to buy an early keeper for your German team, and as I said, you had the money, Adler would be the first one you get. But if you did have the money, as I said, 5 to 8k to spend on a keeper, the 86 version would be the best to get. If you did want the 87 version, the only difference between the 87 version is the diving is 1 less than the 86, the handling's better by 4, the kicking is 1 less, as the 86 is the best kicking, the reflexes is 4 better, and the positioning is 3 better on the 87. Now as you just heard there, it's not exactly a big gulfing difference between an 86 card and an 87 card, and that goes up by about 75,000 coins, because the average price for the 86 is 5 to 8,000. So if you did have the money, I'd recommend just saving up for the 88 overall, because the 86 I think is just as good. Now the 86 came in I think a few weeks ago, after they updated the Ultimate Team and updated the cards, and the 86 version was the new one. Overall, I'm going to give the conclusion here. Get the 86 version if you've got a reasonable amount of money, but if you're going for a higher end, if you've got a lot of money with you, save up for the 88 keeper, and that's it. That's all I've got for Neuer at the moment. He is a fantastic keeper, the best in Germany, as he's German national keeper. So now we move on to Adler. Now price range, I would recommend 500 to 1.5 thousand coins. Now you see there I got him for 1,500, but I've seen him go cheaper. Now as you say, this would be an excellent keeper to start with. As you see, his stats are pretty decent there. better than the 85 version of Neuer. I've said this quite a few times now, but it is, and I want to stress that because I actually didn't realise that. I actually spent the money on the 85 Neuer, and to be honest, Adler, Neuer, you can't really tell the difference between goalkeepers. They're more or less the same, but for your first keeper, Adler would be the best one, and then overall, if you did have money, 88. But this series is about helping you start out your team. I'm going to be doing my German team because I know more about the players, and I'll move on. The next episode will be Muller or Elia. I still haven't actually decided yet. So anyway, guys, if you did like this episode, just put it in the comments. Any ways I can improve the episode, put it in the comments because it's still the first episode. That's about it, guys. If you did find these tips helpful, subscribe to my channel if you're new, or just leave a like, and I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys later.